So don't forget to disconnect the negative battery, which is located in the driver's side fender well, or you can try to through the engine compartment here with a long extension and a swivel and disconnect that cable off that terminal end. This is got all aftermarket clips on it, so you're going to have to see what kind of clips you have on yours, whether they're push pins. These are other type of body clips, but there's two on both sides where the driver's wheel well is area and on the passenger wheel well. And then there are 4 screws in the front and then 3 in the back. Take the sides down first. Now I have little screws here that are 7mm socket in the front. And then there's 3 plastic push clips back here. These are not quite the correct clips, but just push them out. So the crank sensor on this 2.4 Chrysler engine is underneath the car. You have the engine on the passenger side and the transmission on the driver's side from underneath. Follow the bell housing up. You'll see the exhaust manifold and then a heat shield. The heat shield has 2 bolts on it, 13mm socket and a 10mm socket. I'm going to take that shield down right now and get the shield out of the way, and then you'll be able to see the actual crank sensor. There's 1 bolt. And the other one is that 10mm up a little further, the 10mm head on it. Now those 2 bolts are out of that shield. Hopefully we can get that shield up and out of the way. Reach up in and disconnect this crank sensor. Push down on that little tab, which is right here, and pull. Get the harness out of the way, and there's a bolt that's mounted here. It's a 10mm socket. We're gonna have to get that socket on there. All right, so I got the socket on there. I think I'm gonna have to get another little 1-inch extension. All right, I can get that by hand now. There we go. Now we got to get the sensor out. Should be able to just pull and twist. Get that bolt out of the way now. Now let's get our hand on that. See if we can pull and twist. Well, it's in there pretty good. Because it's a difficult location, of course they always get stuck in the block. I did manage to get a pair of pliers up here and get them on and start to twist. So basically it's just a matter of patience. Twist and pull, just work it back and forth. All right, so it's out, but I want to show you what I did. I took a pry bar that I have that has a little bend to it, and basically I put it up there like this, and I wiggle it back and forth, pressure on both sides, and it popped off. So I put a little dab of fresh engine oil on that O-ring so it will stay nice and glide in there, basically. Make sure you put the lockdown tab facing up, because you won't be able to turn it. Wiggle it, let it seat. There it is. And Okay, let's get the mounting screw. All right, I have to turn that just a hair. Okay, turn it this way. Get that bolt, start it. Try to get this socket back on there. The torque on this is 79.5 inch-pounds. So once we get this on there, let's hope we can get a torque wrench on there. All right, there it is. It's bottomed out. I'm not going to get much throw in here with a long torque wrench. There we go. All right, so 79.5 inch-pounds. There it is. Let's reconnect it. There we go. Now we're going to put the shield back. Okay, so that little bolt went on top. And then the bigger one went on the bottom. Nice. Well, we're going to get that electric ratchet and tighten those up. And 13 millimeter on the bottom. Now we're going to put the undercarriage skirt back up. And don't forget that your skirting should look like this, but more than likely we're not going to have the matching clips. Now go ahead and retighten that negative cable and turn the ignition on.